Stepping back to evaluate the week, I realized this journey was about more than just hardware. It was a personal exploration into how I interact with technology. Each day carried its own revelations, exposing the delicate dance of adaptability and efficiency I had to learn. As I reflected on my experiences, the emotional pull of the week set in. I found myself questioning not just the iPad's capability, but my own biases towards traditional computing methods. Familiar routines felt comforting, yet the iPad challenged me to think outside my well-established box. As I pondered these reflections, I recognized the dual nature of my experience. The iPad, with its sleek design and touch interface, invited creativity, but also demanded a new way of thinking about productivity. It pushed me outside of my comfort zone, forcing me to adapt to its unique ecosystem, while simultaneously unveiling the tools that aligned with my workflows. Each app presented an opportunity to innovate, yet I often found myself yearning for familiar features that I missed dearly. This week taught me that while technology can empower us, it can also create friction when it defies our ingrained habits. As I approached the conclusion of this experiment, I found myself reflecting not only on the device, but also on the broader implications of our reliance on technology. The iPad had opened a door to new creative possibilities, yet it continually reminded me of the hurdles I faced while trying to adapt my workflow. In navigating through each challenge, from the limitations of multitasking to the memory of comforting routines, I could see that every interaction shaped my understanding of both the device and myself. Ultimately, this journey encouraged a deeper consideration of how we integrate technology into our lives and the importance of choosing tools that resonate with our individual styles. Throughout the week, I experienced moments of pure creativity that reignited my passion for design. Yet I often felt weighed down by the boundaries imposed by the iPad's architecture. The tug-of-war between my established workflow and the iPad's unique interface set the stage for meaningful insights about flexibility and resilience in the face of change. As I navigated the features, some intuitive, others frustrating, I began to understand that the device is not merely a tool, but a catalyst for rethinking how we work and create. Learning to lean into its strengths while acknowledging its limitations was part of a greater journey towards self-discovery in adapting to technology. As I ventured through various tasks, I couldn't help but notice how the iPad compelled me to rethink my creative process. Each stroke of the Apple Pencil on Procreate felt liberating, yet simultaneously challenged my patience when I encountered technical limitations. The seemingly endless options for customization inspired fresh ideas, but the frustration of dealing with constrained workflows often lingered like a shadow. I realized that while the iPad had ignited a spark of creativity, it also required a mental shift to fully embrace its innovative features. On day 8, as I picked up the iPad to continue my exploration, I found myself at a crossroads between embracing its artistic promise and acknowledging its operational pitfalls. The experience reminded me that not every device is built to cater to every need. Sometimes it's about recognizing what a tool can do best, rather than forcing it into a role it wasn't designed for. Balancing the thrill of artistic expression with the frustrations of technology became my new normal. The lessons from this week resonated deeply, shaping my approach to the devices I choose to work with moving forward. Ultimately, every new piece of technology comes with a learning curve, and understanding that balance is essential in discovering how to leverage it to enrich our productivity and creativity alike. As I close the chapter on this week-long challenge, I am left pondering, how will future innovations redefine our interactions with such powerful yet imperfect tools? Exploring the intersections of artistry and technology has opened my eyes to the endless possibilities that lie ahead. As I continued to engage with the iPad, the tension between its capabilities and my expectations became even more pronounced. On one hand, the device provided an unparalleled avenue for artistic expression as I spent hours sketching, annotating, and brainstorming on apps like Procreate and Notability, each stroke enhancing my creative flow. Yet I couldn't ignore the persistent frustration that accompanied my attempts at multitasking. Switching between applications often felt cumbersome and disrupted my rhythm, leaving me yearning for a simpler process. This dichotomy highlighted the importance of intention in using technology. It was crucial to embrace the iPad for what it excelled at while remaining mindful of its limitations in more complex tasks. Reflecting on the myriad experiences over the course of this week, I realized that my interactions with the iPad have become a mirror, revealing not just its limits, but also my preferences and workflow nuances. I found joy in the creative processes, where the iPad truly shone, yet faced challenges in maintaining productivity during tasks that typically required the fluidity of a laptop. There was a significant learning curve. I began appreciating the beauty of simplicity when focused on design, acknowledging that task management could sometimes need an ancillary tool rather than the iPad itself. Ultimately, this exploration reinforced the idea that while the iPad serves as a valuable part of modern technology, it is the user's ability to adapt and leverage these tools that truly defines work efficiency. As I finished my week-long exploration of the iPad, I realized that this journey had reshaped my understanding of technology's role in our work and creativity. The moments of artistic flow I experienced forged a connection to the device, but the underlying challenges illuminated the essential balance we must strike. Acknowledging the iPad's strengths while navigating its limitations encouraged a deeper appreciation for the tools we choose to engage with. In closing this chapter, I am left with the hope that future innovations will seamlessly blend ease of use with the power to inspire creativity, ultimately enhancing our productivity and artistic expression. As the days unfolded, one particular moment stood out, when I discovered the powerful integration between Procreate and the Apple Pencil. The precision of every line I drew was exhilarating, and I found a newfound joy in the artistic freedom it afforded me. There, in the digital realm, I lost track of time, each creation feeding my enthusiasm and turning frustrations from earlier tasks into a mere memory. However, this elation quickly gave way to the realization that while this device excelled at helping me create, it often diverted my focus from completing other essential tasks. With this in mind, I recognized that the path to mastering the iPad was not merely about adapting, but also about prioritizing, understanding what deserved my attention in this unique workflow. In this moment of clarity, I embraced the notion that productivity could be redefined through creativity as long as I was willing to navigate the device's limitations to unlock its full potential. As I entered the final stretch of this week-long experiment, I embraced the lessons learned from the iPad experience. The realization cemented itself. My relationship with technology is ever-evolving, and adapting to new devices is an ongoing journey. The week illuminated a crucial truth. While the iPad offers innovative tools for creativity, it also demands respect for its inherent limitations. This delicate dance between embracing innovation and managing expectations is what will shape our future interactions with technology. As we strive to harness the power of mobile devices, let us remain open to the opportunities they present while also grounding ourselves in the reality of their constraints. The iPad may not serve as the ultimate solution for everyone, but it certainly plays a vital role in expanding our creative horizons, ultimately blending the art of technology with the craft of sheer imagination. By the end of this week-long exploration, I was left with a profound understanding of the interplay between technology and creativity. The iPad, while a remarkable tool for artistic endeavors, showed that it is essential to know when and how to leverage its strengths while also being aware of its limitations. It is clear that although the device is not a one-size-fits-all replacement for traditional computing, it serves as an inspiring complement, encouraging new ways of thinking and creating. Thus, this journey has been a compelling reminder of the importance of finding the right tools that align with our unique workflows and passions. As I reflect on this week-long journey with the iPad, I recognize the importance of understanding both its potential and limitations, shaping how we perceive the future of technology. While not a definitive replacement for laptops, the iPad undoubtedly enriches our creative process, inviting us to explore new avenues of productivity and expression. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we drop tech gems every single week here on TechWave 65.